Hi everyone, we are live. Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. It's 7 a.m. PST. Oh, it's pretty early. Okay, let's get right into it. Let's see. So we started something yesterday, like finding contacts of student travel agencies, student visa processing agencies in Ghana, and something had happened yesterday, and I just wanted to. Well, I'm not sharing thoughts per se. Bless the soul of Balin Miller. He's a 23-year-old American climber. I think he died a couple of days ago, but I just got around to like send the news yesterday. And this goes further to also highlight the work that we do at Zago. But I feel like when I began to like read the evidence of his death, the the facts around his death, it's what I saw online made it feel like he was it was quite different. Like it was a different kind of mishap. So it was like a gear mishap. Again, I might be wrong. I'm just speaking on like tons of data online that I have read concerning his death. It's just a few days ago that this happened. I think it happened on the first. They're still carrying out investigations and all of that. I am honestly my condolences. It was such a sad thing to read. And again, every time I think about sorry, Zago Tours, this is one thing that scares me. Maybe not scare me per se, but I'm constantly thinking that I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I we won't have failed the very people that made us start this thing. Because I mean, I feel like it's very easy to get into the market because of commercialization and a couple of other things. And at the end of the day, businesses are also in need for themselves, right? And I know that it's a thin line between promising to be something and reality throws you at being something else. I all through the day yesterday, well, that was just what I was thinking. Even when I woke up this morning, the first thing on my mind was how to reinvent better or invent better to just make sure that we don't fail these people. And I just stayed up the most part of yesterday just seeing videos of adventures gone wrong, Mount Everest, other climbers and the likes. And it is so sad. It is so sad that there are no regulations in place as of that for like adventure tours. I was studying, I realized there's one in the UK, BB, whatever, compliance. Let me not say whatever, but just grab my note here because I was taking notes. BS 8848 compliance. But even at that, that is not enough. But we keep selling these locations to people. Honestly, this begs for a lot of questions, not just for the travelers, not just for the suppliers, but for the stakeholders themselves. Uh, we'll keep doing our best. We'll keep doing what we can do. This just, looking at the incident yesterday, actually, I don't know what we want to do for Zago for 2026. I don't even know where to go next. I don't know how things would evolve. I was just thinking to myself of like finishing this challenge and, just maybe I would have some time to think ahead after the challenge. But, seeing everything that happened yesterday, I just had to begin to pen a few things down after just meditating on everything. And we're going to be more aggressive in the coming year about how we take these safety messages, not just to travelers, but to the nations, right? To suppliers and even to stakeholders. Yes, as a collective, as an industry, I believe that we can do better. The US travel industry, I think inbound and outbound travel was just shut down a couple of days ago. And it was in the news that the travel industry had lost 1 billion, right? So sometimes when I think about it, I feel like it's not even a resource problem. It's the fact that we're seeing a problem and we're not paying attention to it because we have an indemnity fund. It's so annoying if I keep talking like this. I would say what I don't mean to say. So let's go into what we're doing today actually. I'm just going to I started gathering some contacts from Ghana yesterday and I'll just keep gathering. I'm gonna finish with the gathering today, get a few more today. And we make the calls tomorrow. Alrighty. I guess I could share my screen. There's nothing I'm sharing here right now that's not on the internet. So, so this business is listed on the um, Ghana Student Visa Agency, and apparently their business is in the UK, and they have a branch in Lagos, Nigeria. So businesses do this all the time. They list their business in multiple locations. I wonder if that does anything to the business, like if Google counts it as anything, except they change the wording. Okay. SI UK didn't work out. I seen Timeline Trust. Okay. Alrighty, so we're waiting for this to load up. Recruitment does that mean that your people get gigs abroad? Alright, so I'm just gonna have them here. Interesting. Uh-oh. I'll see how to go back to BIC UK. And I'm just wondering to myself if I'm supposed to be signing some. Okay, not today, please. I'll probably do it on Tuesday or something. Guess we're at that point where we're really rounding up on a few things. So annoying that I have not. Okay, I might have to just get this now. Why can't I copy stuff off your website? It's pretty heavy here. Alrighty. I need their car numbers. Can't copy anything off their website. 059 4189 892. What are email address to? Study at ACHINNPS.com. 059 9892. Let's see what they want at ACHINNPS.com. Oh my gosh, I need some sleep. Okay, so let's see. Let me have a list. One, one. I do not follow something. And then course to Ghana and Nigeria so that we can close this video. Please. Alrighty. Okay. Mm. So we're literally waiting for this to go. This is so slow anyways. I'm so sure I'm going back to bed after this live stream. So the website is not loading. No. Can I see? The website is not opening. Okay. There are not two we're looking for. I think I already checked supervisor. Vantage travel. Mm. The one website. Sorry. Okay. The website is almost that. Can't imagine losing it during a live session. God please. I hate thing is hard that's happening in the adventure industry is crazy. That's why I want to stop it. Every time I read stories like that, I'm disturbed. I can't sleep because then again, my mind maybe because this is a problem that I'm solving. My mind then begins to go back as far back as 96. These house that happened like 30 years ago. Then I now begin to pair the facts, the data, then I begin to take notes. And I don't even understand what I'm doing sometimes. Please, tour operators. Okay, I mean this is the way we're all going to do better so I can keep getting some more sleep. Because it's so difficult. It's so difficult for me to have somebody that doing what they love. It's so difficult. Maybe because I come from a culture or I come from a home where one of my uncles would look at us and say, "You guys have the gift of longevity." Like people, so it's rare to see people like lose their lives young. And then personally, I've also experienced grief. So every time something goes wrong on Adventure Tours, it never makes sense to me because I mean, you could say like quite alright that my father literally like died in my hands because in his last moment he called out to me called out to me, held my hands for a while, and then he turned. When he turned, he died. Right. So maybe I've always had this perception that death has to be peaceful. I don't know. Knowing fully well that people die several ways, like all. But maybe this was a deeper problem for me because this was an industry that I was working in, and then I've always just had a problem with losing their lives in ways that doesn't make sense, right? It's not like they have a sickness. It's not they do something that they enjoy and then they can't get back home. It bothers me. It annoys me too. I feel like we could do better, and that's why I'm building Zago Tours. That's what led me into Zago. But while we're still developing, while we're here, while we're not there yet, how every time I see this kind of deaths or this kind of mishaps, it kind of just like for me accelerates what we're doing, kind of like points me in the right direction of okay, this is what to go, this is what to do, this is don't care about really what is surrounding you right now. Do what you have to do and like be very loud about it. Again, it's so annoying. Sorry if you're not in the industry and you're watching this and the only thing you're hearing is so annoying. So annoying because it's annoying. I've not gotten over it. It happened. I just read it yesterday, right? I'm sure most people would have read it a couple of days back, but I just knew about it yesterday, so it's still affecting me. don't have your email address in your website. So I'm just going to get 15 of them and that's it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Okay, I'm almost at 15. I believe at least one out of that 15 will say yes. The illusion of constantly following up on these people is the fact that I'll feel like I have time when in the actual sense I don't. And this especially in this case because whether I like it or not, time does not wait for me. So if the first version of the MVB is projected to be live this month at the end of the month, whether I like it or not, whether I feel like it or not, it will come out. So I just have to like do my own part. If the office is in the UK, meet upon the UK office. I won't take them off. I thought they had a branch in Ghana. You know, I was going to send like a mail to everybody yesterday. But I was like, oh, what if I send a mail to this people? And then I called them like, oh, this is not the right number to send an email to. I'm like, I'll just wait till tomorrow, call them, and then hear what they have to say. But it's amazing that the more I thought about this idea of like reaching out to, what's that they called? To travel and tourism, certain travel agencies, the clearer I got, the better I got. So that really makes a lot of sense to me. Something just occurred to me now. What if whether they introduce us to their saying or they don't, I just- they get like a referral code. But that won't work out actually. Because then again it will defeat the purpose of this that we're doing. Mm. Okie dokie. Let's see. They don't have what are they called? So we're trying to see. Cool. Okay, cool. You just have to hope that they all have like communities because I know it's not all of these communities that have like communities. But when I call, I'll know. Maybe B2B is not having communities, so it's not their age-long promotion tactics. Tactic. So that's one. I'm not the okay, but I think about things been doing it. They've not just responded. Okay, that's not what I mean, that's not there. I'm not sure if I saw the email address here, so it was sometimes when I called that might be changed, so Mm, not sure if I was able to copy that today when I want to paste that on my errors. This is this is long. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to get one last one and then I'll go offline. And then I'll keep gathering the others. And 15 is the magic number. I need to get to 15. So we have members and study, work, and travel abroad. I don't know. I always like to just go to folks who only do study. Mm, okay. Mm. So school. But I wonder. Let's see. Oh no, I've seen them yesterday. I haven't gotten their names down. Yeah, their profile is. I think their profile. Sorry, I think their profile is duplicated. What did they do? I don't have a website. No, it's educational concepts. Okay. Oh, they don't have what's that thing called again? Let's see what the previous website. Mm, I wonder. 2022. No. If if I was sure of like everyone who was on this list, I would have probably just done what's that thing called now where I can I would just like to use the software to script everything so I won't have to stress over getting to contact one or the other. But I'm not sure of everything, so I have to like what is this? And it says in media dream of traveling possible. I did travel agency or student travel agency. Let's see. From what I'm saying, it looks like just a travel agency, you know? Yeah, gotcha. Okay, I just have to hope that I'm going to be able to get my 15. Are you? Are you ready? Okay. Hmm. Okay. Cool. This works for what we're looking for. Honestly, I have DMs that I've not read for weeks. So hard getting back to people. So sorry if you sent us a DM. I'm gonna look at everything this week and come back to you. It's just it's just been very hard that every time I feel like I'm gonna go to social media to do a couple of things, it just feels like it's a diversion of focus. And that has been hard for me. I know it's not true, it's just my brain tricking me to thinking. of that. But what happens if I just go ahead to do that is I then begin to feel stressed. I think we have an email address listed that quite aligns with most like what I most likely be discussing again. All right, so I'll go ahead to populate this list and then we'll do the next thing tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining the live session today. Thank you for your support. Continue to support us, continue to help us spread the word. If you're a marketing person, now might be the right time for you to get in with us. Let's have a conversation. Let's see what we can do together. If you're a supplier, Zago is not only going to change the industry, it will disrupt it, and then we will not stop until everybody understands that travel, as it was meant to be, or it is meant to be, is not just for people to pay, it's just for them to have great experiences, it's to shape their perspective. We have tons of great quotes that says that, folks need to travel. If they don't travel, they won't see the world. Travel gives perspective. As a matter of fact, travel is more powerful than education because it is the ultimate education. And so some lights people's lights do not have to go out really for them to live their best life, because the reason why the earth is how it is because people are bringing their lights together to shine, whether it's good, whether it's bad. We know that it's because certain people are saying, okay, this is me, this is what I'm going to take a stand for. And as with Zago, this is what we're taking a stand for. We're taking a stand for safety tourism. We're taking a stand for human tourism. So it's not just about saying sustainability, sustainability. I hear that was, I mean, what sustainability is baked into our system. But can we talk safety for a second? Thank you so much. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you. Thank you. And maybe sometime soon, I'm going to be sitting across the room with you in person, telling you more about Zago, or even raising funds from you. And because what we want to do is big, it's never been done before in the industry like the way we intend to do it. And we will get it done actually, we will. I'm not sure how, but we'll consistently show up, we'll consistently believe, and we'll consistently speak to the right people. Thank you so much.